Hello friends, my name is Dr. Bharath Chandra. The videos are meant for the benefit of society. Normally in YouTube live we conduct question answer sessions for large number of people and many questions will be answered. Many of them due to lack of time we will not be able to answer. Out of those questions which are unanswered, we have picked up some questions which may be of use to everybody. So we are answering about 17 questions today. Kindly see without fail. The video may be slightly longer in duration, but please listen without fail because new concepts you will come to know or some new concepts you can stabilize in your mind. First question. My name is Guru Raj. Can a common man enter the market and what about taxes etc.? Very good question. I need to answer. In our channel, approximately 50,000 people are there. Channel number 1,45,000 people are there. Out of which maybe 1 lakh people are fresh. They want to enter the stock market now. They may be just seeing the videos out of curiosity and to gain more knowledge so that they can start their journey in stock market from now onwards. Normally, lot of misconceptions. I must be highly educated. Wrong. The education does not matter. You may be just third or fourth standard. If you are street smart, you understand how to calculate profits and loss, more than enough. Next misconception is I must be a commerce graduate or an accountant or a chartered accountant. Wrong. Anybody can join the stock market and still make money. One more misconception, I must be having good knowledge of mathematics. Wrong. Plus, I must have plenty of time. Wrong. If you want to make money for long term, you need to have 30 minutes a month. And if you want to make money every month, like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, you must have minimum 30 minutes a day. One more misconception is stock market is meant only for rich people. Wrong. If you go by SCP route, you may invest 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 a month. Still make crores and crores for retirement and children education and marriage. All our workshops deal with this topic. Plus, you are asked a question on tax. Number of times we have made videos on that. And the next question also is how income tax is calculated on investment. I don't want to waste too much of time on this topic because everybody must be knowing it already. There is a slide in front of you. We will keep that slide and you can make a note of it. Next question. Sir, what is your opinion about hedging and trading? If you know how to trade futures and options and have risk appetite, then you can decide. When I say risk appetite, let us imagine you have 50 lakhs with you. You don't mind experimenting with 50,000, then I don't mind. You can go for futures and options. Plus, you must be an expert in stock market. Suppose the market is falling, you buy put option and suddenly the market recovers. You will face huge losses. Our suggestions in general neglect futures and options, intraday trading, commodities, etc. unless and until you are an expert. Go for long-term investment and in 15, 20, 25 years that can fetch you crores and crores. Next question, please inform about your classes. Our classes are 3 months online course in Kannada. English we rarely do unless and until large number of people ask us. Before joining our course, to know more details, you need to attend a 2.5 hours online webinar and that will give you full details. And once you understand the details and you want to join the paid course, that is the right procedure. Until today, in the last 20 years, more than 2 lakh people have joined our workshop. And since you are asking, this Sunday, 19th June, 10:30 to 1 p.m., we have an online webinar, and that is a free introductory webinar for our 3 months course. And to get the link, send an email to successdigest@gmail.com, name, mobile number, and in the subject column, type Kannada webinar. Once you attend this Kannada webinar, sit patiently, understand everything, then you can decide to join the paid course or not. Next question I am deliberately taking. Can you tell us about IEX? Normally, such information is available in Google, in all websites. There is no point asking us how is this company, how is that company, etc. It's a very wrong policy. Today I may say IEX is good. 3 months later I may say it is not good. At that time you may not be listening and you will keep on investing in IEX for 10 years. End of 10 years you will come to know the company is not up to the mark. You would have lost money. What I am trying to tell you is, you should not be asking a question. You should learn about the fundamental analysis. We don't want to disappoint you. That is why today I am answering this question. Some details about IEX. Indian Energy Exchange, today's price 169, market cap 15,156, existing only for the last 3 years, and all 3 years has given 52% returns on an average every year. 5-year sales growth 16%, 5-year profit growth 25%, return on equity very good, 5 years 47%, and debt to equity ratio also very good, 0.01. That means the company has got a good potential. Next question, mutual fund companies, are they sharing the dividend with the mutual fund unit holders? The dividends which the mutual fund receive are added to the fund value to increase the NAV, means net asset value. Everybody's dividend gets accommodated in the mutual fund, so the mutual fund NAV goes up. Similarly, the split and bonus is also added to the kitty. Growth funds don't pay dividends usually. Dividend funds only give dividends, and hence mutual funds don't pay any dividends. Next question is also probably what many people want to know. Sir, after seeing your videos, I have started SCP, but sometimes if I am not able to do SCP in a month, what happens? There is no rule that you should invest every month in stock markets. It is only a broad guideline. SCP means investing a particular amount of money on a particular date in a particular set of mutual funds or stocks. Suppose that particular month you are not able to invest, no problem. You can invest 3 months later, 6 months later. Of course, the discipline is good to make money on a long-term basis, because by investing regularly, you get the shares at a very good average, so that when you sell at the end, you will make a huge amount of money, not in lakhs, probably in crores. You can invest as per your convenience, but our suggestion is have some patience, have some discipline to pay every month. However, whenever we talk about SCP for the next 10, 15, 20 years, people get discouraged. Sir, I cannot invest that regularly. Does not matter. This month you invest, next month you don't, third month you put more, another 6 months you don't invest, and at the end of 6 months you get a bonus. You invest lump sum, no problem at all. February 21 batch one of the participant is asking a question. My SCP date every month is 24th. When stock is low on date before date, can I buy that time? It is considered as SCP of that month. Please suggest. Again, a lot of explanation has already been given, but our concern is how will you know that the market is low on a particular day? The question is you are timing the market. Maybe you thought on 20th that is the lowest, but on 28th it may hit another low, like the way now Nifty is going down. We all thought the highest being 18,600, 17,000 is the lowest. Then it started making a low of 16,000. Now it is coming down to 14,300, 400 levels. And are we sure this is the lowest? No, it may even come down to 14,000 range. So don't time the market. Suppose you invest before your SCP date and market falls after that, how will you feel? Just invest as per your usual plan. Don't try to time the market, and even if you invest earlier, doesn't matter. It is considered as the SCP of that particular month. I am your regular viewer, sir. I can tell somebody those asking irrelevant questions and very basic questions. Please get some basic knowledge about stock market, then only start asking questions. Very good suggestion. But as I told, in our channel, maybe more than 1 lakh people are new, maybe wanting to get into stock market just now. One more interesting thing, both the channels put together, our videos are watched to the tune of 40,000 to 60,000, out of which 15 to 20,000 are new viewers and they have not viewed any YouTube videos in the past. They may be asking a question. We have no choice but to be patient with them and consider that the questions they are asking is meant for larger benefit. However, as you said rightly, we are requesting all the newcomers to go through our YouTube channel and find out and see all our old videos before asking the questions in the open forum. Ravi is asking the next question. 32 years, what level can Nifty 50 go at the end of 2022 as per your analysis? Normally, we don't predict anything because stock market predictions are never right. Some people claim that they can predict, but normally they go wrong. Our suggestion is what can be done if Nifty reaches certain level. For example, in the same channel few days back, we have done a separate video. In 2022, Nifty making profits are very less. Right in the month of January, we had already told this year Nifty will close in negative. Our suggestion, please go through this video. Even though ITC is fundamentally strong shares, why is that it is not going up? Very good question. We have been asking this question to everybody for the last 4 or 5 years, but probably you have not noticed. ITC in the last 1 year has gone up by 27%, 6 months 14%, 3 years total profits are 17%. Recently ITC shares have started to move in a profitable manner. Please make a note of it. Next question is from a 32-year-old person. I have invested 10 lakhs for long time investment. Currently 11% down. I have some more amount. I am planning to aggregate all the stocks. Very good idea, but before putting the lump sum, make sure that you cut that amount into 6 parts. go SCP every month 1/6 of the amount. Don't put a huge amount unless and until you are ready to wait for the next 10 full years. By dividing the same amount for 6 months, maybe you will get a good average, because whatever Nifty has reached some 15,400 300 levels is not final. It may come down or it may even go up. Next question is a wrong question to ask us. However, we are answering. I invested 410 shares in Bank of Baroda and 26 shares in Canara Bank. Will it make money, sir? Normally, you will never ask such questions if you know the fundamental analysis. We urge you to know fundamental analysis before investing. To get the idea about the profitability of these bank shares, you could have at least done some research in Google. However, we are placing the facts in front of you and you have to decide. For example, Bank of Baroda, today's price approximately 97, market cap 50,291 crores, 10 years minus 3, 5 years minus 10, 3 years minus 5% return. Canara Bank is no better, approximate price today 180, market cap 32,718 crores, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, minus 7, minus 12, minus 10%. Probably if you knew that these stocks have not given profits for the last 10 years, you would have not purchased. However, our suggestion is, please know everything before investing. It is your hard-earned money. In the banking sector, the stocks which are making profits are HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI. If you knew, probably you would have purchased them. At least now take the right action. Next question is from a participant from February 2022 batch. From last 5 years, I was investing in mutual funds. After your class, I started in shares, Asian Paints, TCS, Reliance, Titan, L&T, HDFC Bank. Thanks for your advice. All the stocks you selected are blue chips and have been giving huge profits over the years. Kindly continue. And my suggestion for rest of the people who have not taken the workshop, this is the time to take the workshop. Take some wonderful decisions like this. Switching from mutual fund to stocks, probably at the end of 10 to 15 to 20 years, the difference may be in terms of 20, 25, 30 or even 1 crore depending on the amount you have been investing. Next question is very interesting, that's why I am answering. Sir, can we consider stock market as a full-time profession by leaving the current job? What is your recommendation for people thinking in this direction? Thank you. We are only reserving ourselves for investors. Traders are entirely different set of people. We don't suggest anybody to trade in stock markets full time, because there is no guarantee in this particular month this much of money you will get. Especially when the markets are going down, you may be going even under loss. Especially intraday futures and options are very risky and left alone for specialists. Our suggestion, whatever job you are doing, continue. Part-time is more than enough. And our final suggestion is, when you have enough money and you have enough money to deal with the expenditure of the month, that is the time probably you can consider taking stock market full-time, because you are not depending on the money from stock market. Next question is also a question which large number of people keep asking. Sir, my age is 54 years. Now For the last few months, I've been doing SCP, Reliance, Bajaj Finance, IRCTC. Next 10 years, I want to do SCP. My problem is, after retirement, how do I find money for SCP? I don't have much details about you. You could be getting some pension, or by 54 years you must have amassed a good amount of money in your fixed deposits. Our suggestion, SCP 10 years is definitely better than SCP 5 years. When somebody is doing SCP, we say 1, 2, 3, 4 years. There may or may not be profit in SCP, like what has happened now. For example, now it looks like the bear market starting and the market is sliding, has gone down to 15,400 levels. Further down it may go, we have no idea. At this time, whoever is doing SCP for the next 1.5 2 years, there may not be any profit. That's why we say first 4 years there may not be or may be profits. Bull years, maybe 4 years you will make a profit. 5 years you are likely to get the profit. 10 years good profits. 15 years bumper profit. 20 to 25 years SCP, you may have to pinch yourself and see, is it reality that I am getting so much of money? My suggestion, after retirement, 4 more years you may have to do SCP. That money you can take from the money that is in FD or the pension you have been getting. It's a very good suggestion that you have decided now. But my question is, what were you doing all these years? Dr. Bharath Chandra's workshops have been going on for the last 22 years and I am a trainer for the last 42 years. Last and the most interesting question is, companies are sending us email for e-voting. If I don't do e-voting, will there be any problem? Companies send email for e-voting in their AGM. It is not compulsory that you must vote. Plus, if you decide to vote, it is like voting in the general election. Very good. And the procedure to vote is mentioned in the email that they sent. My dear friends, these are all the questions that were in front of me in our live question answer session. Today we have done some justice. We didn't want them to get disappointed. I know the video may be slightly longer. However, listening to the end will give you a lot of benefits. If you are not the member of Stock Market Academy channel, this is the time to subscribe, press the bell icon, send this video to all your friends, and video is good, press the like button. Finally, at the end, the video is good, comment good in the comment section. Thank you for watching the whole video. Bye bye. All the best.